Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm going to be trying out Altar Tron. I've been having middling success with this deck, mostly because it doesn't actually get going fast enough. So what I've done is we're going to go ahead and play a Xerox style Altar Tron. We have 4-star, 4-sphere, 4 stirrings, lots of 1-drop spells, 2 crop rotation, 4 expedition map. So really we have 10 ways to get our Tron as fast as possible. I'm not playing any number of candy trails in the main deck. And you might want to say like, well, isn't that the best card in your deck? It has been in the past, but at the same time, I just think maybe it's a trap and we want to try just getting Tron as fast as possible, then doing things. We have 3 Weather the Storms in the main deck to try to make up for that. And then our draw spells are 4 Viscera's Insights and 2 Rowan's Grim Search. Now, I think that Rowan's Grim Search is really good, and I would really like to play 4 and 4, but I just don't think that I can fit it all in the deck. For colored sources, we have all of these, and then 2 Energy Refractors, and we have 4 Ichor Wellsprings. I think that if we have our Ancient Stirrings find our Refractors quickly enough, that will be okay. And then we can makeshift munitions our opponent for lethal if necessary, which I don't really want to do on Magic Online, but it is a possibility. And I just think that if you are going to be playing the deck, you should be playing what's the best version of it, not trying to play based on the clock, although the clock can be a tough one in this deck. Also, with the Chromatic Spheres and Stars, that enables Temporal Intervention pretty well, which allows us to play through things like Thraben Charm, maybe hit Dust to Dust, hit counterspells or whatever. Then we have Scatter Shot for Fairies. That'll be enabled much better with the 1-drops. Fangren Marauder gets better with the 1-drops. Karkland Shaman doesn't necessarily get better, but if we have more on the table, we can get them artifacts on the table faster to wipe the board, allowing me to maybe go down on spell bombs against the walls matchup, where I have a lot of things that I could potentially bring in. So I'm going to hop into the league, and I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, round 1. Last time I played against this player, they were on Terror, and they crushed me. Well, we'll try not to get crushed this time. We do have Expedition Map. Golem Foundry is one of the best cards in our deck against them. Let's go for maybe trying to get turn 4 Tron. So I'll play the Pylons, maybe check. We will graveyard the Sphere, and then play the Expedition Map. Our opponent plays an island. Will it be a Delver or a Fairy Seer? And pass. Okay. I'll go ahead and get a mine. On my end step, they cycle a Lorien Revealed. Probably not blue fairies. Plays a Delver. I drew a Myr Retriever. I'm going to start with the Chromatic Star. Now, I don't know if they're playing Force Spike or not. I'll try Retriever. If they Force Spike me, I'll be sad. They did not Force Spike me. So we could use the Myr Retriever to block if they don't flip the Delver, and then get back the Expedition Map. They blind flip the Delver on a Dispel. Annoying. Gets in for 3. We go to 17. I'll try Pylons. I like the Wellspring. I'll crack the Chromatic Star for green, and then I'll play out the Wellspring. Might draw an Ancient Stirrings. They don't counterspell. We draw a Sphere. I think I will play the Sphere out. See if they want to Spell Pierce. We know they have Dispel in hand and 5 unknowns. Spell Pierce. Okay. They could not help themselves. They got a Spell Pierce. We put them to 19. Play a 4th land. I'm expecting terrors now. They Thought Scour, Milling, Delver, and a Lorien Revealed. They play out a Cryptic Serpent. Gets in for 3. Now I can play the Golem Foundry. Then I will pass. Our opponent Mental Notes, Milling Island, and a Serpent. 4 cards in hand. One of them is Dispel. They Demon Fear my creature. It's annoying. I guess I put it second from the top. Gets in for 9. We're already at 5. So we are in a horrible position now. They just played a Tolarian Terror. They have just too much damage. If I Rowan's Grim Search this, they just Dispel and then I die. So Tolarian Terror, too strong. Too strong. Ban it. That's what I say. Okay, we are going to go to post board. We bring in the Fangren Marauders. We don't need the makeshift munitions. We want all the spell bombs. I guess we don't have time to be crop rotating. Or like, okay, so what I used to do was get rid of the altars and then just rely on like eventually getting there. But I think maybe we just keep 1 altar, cut the crop rotations, and then I'll try trimming 1 sphere. I'd like to bring in the temporal intervention, but I just don't feel like I have the Space. We were on the play. Can't keep this one. It was really close, obviously. So this one looks pretty good. We'll keep and put bottom sphere. Play out the spell bomb. Now another thing is that this deck suffers from affinity hate out of their deck, where they are just bringing in 700 in nulls. We draw Weatherstorm. They played an island. I'm gonna pass. They Thought Scour, Milling Delver, Spell Pierce. Play island, pass. I'll play Swamp. This allows me to either use a spell bomb to draw a card or to hardcast the Grim Search if they tap out. They Brainstorm. That'll be the third instant sorcery in the graveyard for a terror. They just go to their turn. Plays an island. Okay. Then they pass. I will play Tower. They Mental Note. They milled a Deep Analysis. I'm just going to set a stop on their draw stop. And then just go ahead and get rid of their graveyard so they can't use the Deep Analysis. Draw Altar. Not amazing. They use a Ponder. We ended up drawing our Ashnod's Altar. And then they're passing. Play a Tower. I don't really want to play into all of their nulls. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Deep Analysis. Pretty strong. Cycles a Lorien. 5 in the graveyard. Terror now costs 2 mana. They can go Terror for 2 and then Deep Analysis themselves. They have 5 islands on the table. Just going to start slamming Tolarian Terrors. There's one. So Grim Search probably gets dispelled. I will try it. They allow it. I will try the Energy Refractor. They have an annul. I'll try Niall's Spellbomb then. Counterspell. I'll put the Ashnod's Altar on the table. I feel like I'm just dead. Like, it's just a horrible matchup. In that they have thousands of interactive pieces and I have nothing going on. They drew a bunch of cards, back to 5 cards in hand for them. I've got nothing. Play Myr Retriever, I suppose. Another counterspell. Easy game. I'm tilted. But we'll get past this one loss and then hopefully not pair into them again and play something else. Delver reveals a null. I'm out. Okay, GG. See you in round 2. Round 2. Our opponent has a burn avatar. Maybe they're playing burn. I have turn 1 map. So I think here we lead on the mine in case we draw a plant or a tower. Then I would have turn 3 Tron into Star Retriever Weather. If I don't draw the other Tron land, I want to play out the pylons and respond to the trigger by cracking the map and then see what we see on top. Our opponent on island. Play the pylons. If it's Tolarian Terror again, I will just be so sad. But they didn't play anything, so it's either Terror or Fae, or maybe even High Tide. We will resolve the trigger. Do I want to keep a Myr Retriever on top? I think I'm okay with putting it in the graveyard, because I can get it back with the other Myr Retriever. They do nothing and untap. This feels like High Tide to me. Brainstorm. Mental Note. Milling Double Sleep of the Dead. So not High Tide, and they're not respecting what I've got going on. I wonder if it makes sense to put the munitions on the table. We'll go Sphere. Bracket for red. We found a tower. Okay, munitions. This allows me to like kind of loop the Myr Retrievers back and forth, and they have to deal with the munitions at some point. They play out an island. Terror is a 3-drop right now. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Serpent Island, so that was not that useful for their Tolarian Terror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, so they have 5. It still costs them 2, which is the rest of their mana. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. Let's see if we can find anything good. Tower. We'll play Retriever. And then we'll play another Retriever. And then I can shoot you with the Retriever and play Retriever. Shoot you with my Retriever. Get back my Myr Retriever. And then play my Myr Retriever. They play another island. So I think I will block and ping you and then get back a Retriever. Problem is if they start having like actual counterspell in their hand. Oink. Push it 18. Get back Myr Retriever. We have an Ancient Stirrings. Let's try Ancient Stirrings. Opponent just doesn't want to play. What a dichotomy. What a different game that was. Okay, so I do think the Marauders are good. I think we want the Spell Bombs. We'll cut the munitions. Maybe I just don't even play the Weather the Storms and just hope. So the idea with the Fangor Marauder is that I'm just going to go way over the top of them eventually, and then I can just combo through them. I'm going to cut the Weather Storms and then hope that I can just survive. Theoretically, the Spell Bombs will just slow them down a bit, and then I won't need the Weather Storms. We have Spell Bomb right away. I'll keep this hand. They play Island and a Delver. So I'll go Mine, play out the Chromatic Star. They're showing me here that they don't care about their graveyard. They're trying to just beat me down before I can accomplish anything. They blind flip on a Thought Scour. We find a tower. Play tower. We'll make green. I'll try Ancient Stirrings. They could spell pierce it. That would be probably the worst case scenario. If they counterspell it, they also didn't attack. Okay, we found the power plant. That's good. So Tron is online. My opponent flipped their Delver, played an island, didn't do anything, and didn't attack. Getting a little bit gifted this right here. Or at least given some space to move through. They Thought Scour, milling Terror, Counterspell. And then another Thought Scour, milling Brainstorm, Mystic. They play another island. Ponder. They'd have to tap all their lands at the moment to play a Tolarian Terror or a Cryptic Serpent. They play out the Cryptic Serpent. So once again, I feel like they shouldn't have done that because now, I mean, they do have 9 power on the table, so maybe they should have. But I can get rid of their graveyard and stop them from having another one. Spell Bomb. We'll go Star, make black, Spell Bomb, draw a card, get rid of some stuff. We're looking for a Myr Retriever. Draw a map. I'll play Energy Refractor. I guess I go. This is 9 damage. I don't have any Weather Storms. I don't think I have time to play Expedition maps. So let's play Chromatic Star and cycle it. Black, play Chromatic Star. They'll hit me for 9. This is a weakness of not having any Candy Trails in the deck. I go to 8. Plays a Delver. We find a tower off the top. So I guess best case scenario is I can play out. If I block here, maybe I just Wellspring, try to find a Myr Retriever to block the Terror, the Cryptic Serpent. Now, if I'd had Weather Storms in the deck, then I would feel a lot better about where I am because I could try to draw into it. There's Insight the Wellspring. Another Stirrings. Wow. I'll go green. Stirrings. Take the Golem Foundry. Make green. Stirrings again. Myr Retriever. So that I'm alive if they have no counterspell and they can't remove this from the board. Play the Myr Retriever. I die to Force Spike. I die to counterspell. I concede. We would have been dead, very, very dead if they'd attacked on the game, turn 1. Do I have anything that I can do? Guess we just get rid of the crop rotations and bring in the weathers. We're on the play. We have a very similar hand as basically always. I'll keep. We're just going to try to get turn 4 Tron by leaning on the pylons. I'll keep the Spell Bomb. Play Expedition map. My opponent plays an island. They pass the turn. So I suppose I will just fetch a land. I don't need to play into Spell Pierce. Grab a mine. They Mental Note, milling Counterspell, so that's good for me. And then they're passing. It looks like since I drew another map, I should play the map. They have to Counterspell or Annul. They use an Annul. I'll try Annihil Spellbomb. Then I'll play out a Sphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opponent Brainstorms. I think unfortunately I have to probably use the Spellbomb, but I'll do it in their draw stop in case they want to clear their Brainstorm with anything. Alright, Spellbomb you. We do not get to draw a card. Bummer. Maybe I should have led on the Spell Bomb, getting that countered, and then gone for map, and then tried to go bigger than them, but not sure. So they did not clear their Brainstorm. Let's see if they cycle or Thought Scour here. They play out an island. We're just going to cycle for a green, play a Chromatic Sphere, go green again, found a tower, play Star, and green again. Looking for some way to get to the next Tron piece. There's a power plant. Alright, I'll pass. Sort of feels like I'm a cycling deck if I'm just using spheres and stars, or I guess that's the way Eggs decks work. The other option would have been to play more big draw spells and then just go harder on finding Tron. It doesn't feel like drawing cards is what's winning me the game. It's having Tron online is what's the whole thing that I need to do. I mean, we didn't win match 1 anyway. Our opponent ponders. This will be the 3rd in the graveyard, and they play out a Tolarian Terror, so the Terror will likely flip. I have to try the Golem Foundry. If they have a Null or Counterspell, this is a good target for them. If they don't, we are in business. They Brainstorm looking for a response. That is a good sign, for me anyway. We're hoping it resolves, and then it doesn't. Play Wellspring. Now the best draw for me here would be some sort of dispute effect. We draw Ancient Stirrings. I'll play Chromatic Sphere. We'll crack it for green and draw a card. We find a Refractor. I like that. Cast Ancient Stirrings. I'll take the Myr Retriever. Play the Myr Retriever. Oops. Let's play the Energy Refractor. Then play Myr Retriever. The one thing that I don't like about playing Ancient Stirrings is that we just constantly are unable to actually draw our draw spells from it. Our opponent cycles a Lorien Revealed in response to the Delver trigger. Reveals an island. So this is a completely blind flip. They flipped on a Lorien Revealed. Brutal. Our opponent attacks in for 3. I'll play a Chromatic Star. I will attempt to crack it for black. Okay. We can bargain the Wellspring. Could have bargained the Myr Retriever, but this at least gets me one card if they counterspell it, which they're at 100% to counterspell. Okay. They had a dispel. Okay. I have a Golem Foundry. Play mine. Might as well attack. My opponent plays an island. Really play Tolarian Terror. I get in for 3. I'm looking for another card draw spell. We draw the Fangren Marauder. That might be good. They don't have a counterspell. They're sending in the team. I'll block. This gains me 5 life, so I'll take 2 damage this turn. Get back the Wellspring. Let's see if they hardcast the Lauren revealed that they had previously revealed. They do. They draw 3 cards, up to 6 cards. Plays an island, so a null back on the table. I've used multiple annulls. Play Conduit Pylons and try to set up my cards. We are still looking for a draw spell. Don't want the Weather Storm anymore. We'll try to draw a card. Okay. We drew a Chromatic Star. I can play the Chromatic Star. We add a counter to our Golem Foundry. I'll crack the star for black. Go to 21 life. Find a Myr Retriever. Okay. Maybe this is turning around. I will attack. Our opponent attacks in for 3. Okay. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Counterspell Delver. How many counterspells have they used? 1. 2 counterspells gone. Plays the Delver and a Cryptic Serpent. Don't know why they didn't attack then. Let's make green. Cast the Ancient Stirrings. They have 3 cards in hand. They're going to counterspell. They brought in an Envelop. Okay. No attacks. Let's see if the Delver flips. It would be a 3-turn clock. I'm very surprised that they brought in Envelop for just the Ancient Stirrings. I think that was not correct. It worked though. Maybe they have 3 more Envelops in their hand. They did not flip. They attack in for another 3 damage. I go to 15. We draw an Eviscerous Insight, so finally actually having something to do. I'll Eviscerous Insight the Wellspring, gain 5 life, and draw 3 cards. Hopefully 3 cards. I mean, if they have a counterspell, then we can still Eviscerous Insight the Retriever. I really wonder how they made space for all these spells that they brought in. Don't know. Let's go black, Insight the Myr Retriever, turn the Myr Retriever. A good 2 lands. No! So, Candy Trail, I'm definitely missing it. The Stirrings just doesn't seem like it's worth. I do wonder about maybe still playing the 8 1-drops. They flip the Delver on a Thought Scour. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Mystic and a Terror. We draw a Weather the Storm. I guess I'm passing. Gets in for another 6. We found a Wellspring. I will attempt to cast a Wellspring. No counterspell from my opponent. I will attempt to cast a Blood Fountain. Opponent goes a null. As good as time as any for my Weather the Storm. I'll make a Golem. I'll pass a turn. We're sitting on a lot of life. I suppose I could attack with the Fangren Marauder. I don't think I want to. We could also just attack with the Myr Retriever, but then they can attack back. We can double block the Terror though. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. We've used 1... Wow, this entire game we've drawn only a single draw spell. And I think we put some on the bottom with the Stirring, so I wasn't paying that much attention. That means that if I draw a draw spell, we are likely to chain quite a bit. Opponent has a Ponder. They're 8 minutes behind on clock. This is only game 2. Brainstorm. That's the opposite of normal. Normally you would brainstorm into a Ponder to clear the Brainstorm. Opponent attacks in for 6. We go to 19. Plays another Serpent. They're working on making snakes. We draw a Nicker Wellspring. Snap it. Cast the Wellspring. We draw a card. Play mine. I am so disappointed in what's going on here with this flooding, but my opponent was able to stop me quite a bit. I think maybe if I had Fanatical, it would be better. They're getting in for another 6. Come on, literally any black draw spell. Yay, we drew it. I can draw at least 2 cards and make 10 life at least, because I can sacrifice this Wellspring and then flash it back, even through counterspells. They just let me have it. We'll play a... I guess I will go ahead and play a Chromatic Sphere. Then I can use the Sphere to crack for black. If Altar is like the last card in the deck, I'm going to be hosed. Viscer's Insight the Wellspring. Didn't think about that. If I deck out, I'm going to be sad. Let's attack with the Myr Retriever. They take it. Play some more spells. Map. Oh, we have the Golem Foundry. Star. If I get another Myr Retriever, I could Retriever back the Blood Fountain. Play Wellspring. And then we could try to go for the Golem Foundry. And then go wider than them. Spellbomb is, I guess, good. Make black. Gaining life, drawing cards. Only 14 cards left in deck. There's all my draw spells. Spellbomb you. We are at 13. Found the Retriever. Land. Play the Retriever. Yet another null. I'll try to Eviscerate inside the Retriever. I get back the Blood Fountain. At this point, I'm a little bit worried about Spell Pierce. They only have 2 cards in hand. I'll Blood Fountain. Now the Stirrings will actually stack my deck pretty well. So let's see. We'll take the Myr Retriever. Then we'll go Fang and Marauder, map, double mine. Then I'll play a Myr Retriever. They Brainstorm. I don't know what they're looking for. So my plan is to Insight the Retriever, get back the Golem Foundry, play the Golem Foundry. Then Blood Fountain, get back 2 Retrievers. Play Retriever, Retriever, Insight Retriever to get back Blood Fountain. Actually, I mean, we could still die. They play out a Tolarian Terror. Make some golems. We have the Ashnod's Altar. I'll play the Ashnod's Altar. Now that's my plan. Does it resolve? They only have 1 card. They can't beat everything. We'll get back Retriever, Retriever. I think I have plenty of cards in deck to win the game. We'll play Retriever. We'll sacrifice Myr Retriever. Returning Golem Foundry. Our opponent finally concedes. So we are 1-1 against Mono Blue Terror, and I will see if we see it again in round 3. Round 3 versus Ivern and OP. Recently, I've seen them on fairies, which would be scary, but Golem Foundry is a good card in that matchup. So we're going to have to keep this. We have land, star, land, refractor, land, Golem Foundry. I'm doing things. Our opponent keeps 6. We'll go star on turn 1. Forest, Bogle. Okay. We are going to go green, Stirrings, find the tower. Well, any order. Tower, pass. I shouldn't have any ordered. I should have organized that a bit. So I'm hoping that my card selection will find me my pieces early enough that I don't die to the Bogles before I have a big Weather the Storm turn. The Ethereal Armor making it a 4/4. Power Plant, we'll play the Golem Foundry, we'll play Energy Refractor, draw a card. We did draw Weather Storm, play Ichor Wellspring, draw a card. We find Ancient Stirrings. I think we just Viscer's Insight the Wellspring. If I find like Retriever and Altar, then I can play a bunch of stuff into Weather. Okay, so their creature is now a 7/7, and now a 14/14. We're hoping to dodge Trample, I guess. We're gonna go for Viscer's Insight, sacrifice the Wellspring. We have 6 mana right now. I can play Chromatic Star. We'll have a creature now, green. Finding a map, I'll cast Stirrings. This is tough. Ashnod's Altar would allow me to go deeper, maybe. Tough. I mean, I have 1 Altar left in the deck and 3 Retrievers left in the deck, so I think I take the Altar and put the Insight, Wellspring, Retriever, Star. We also can just maybe like sacrifice the map to shuffle. We'll make green, Weather the Storm. I gained up to 17 life. They have a 14/14. I think I just died to Trample here, so if they don't have Trample, I'm gonna have to try to block. Play Utopia Sprawl. Creature's a 16/16. Rancor. Bro, easy game. Xaxes on turn 4. Through a giant Weather Storm. My goal is to somehow gain life and not die. Makeshift Munitions doesn't help that goal. We will remove 1 of Viscer's Insight? No. This is tough. So I don't think the Krark-Clan Shaman will actually accomplish anything. I guess I cut the Grim Search. The Grim Search is really good if I have Tron online, because it's good at finding the pieces. I'll cut 1 Insight. Just a blind draw 2 isn't amazing. I would have liked like 4 Stirrings, 4 Grim Search. Just a massive card selection. We have 2 parts of Tron. I think we have to keep and get lucky. We do have Ashnod's Altar, Weather. So it's like mine, pass, turn 2 Wellspring. We'll have drawn 3 cards. I'll lead on my mine and pass the turn. Our opponent has a Glade Cover Scout to start. We found a crop rotation, so assuming I get a colored source, I could get Tron online. Did find a colored source. Our opponent Malevolent Rumbles. They find Forest, Sprawl, Sprawl, Sprawl. That's triple Sprawl. It'd be hilarious if they found 4 Sprawl. What if they had Sprawl in hand? They have all the Sprawls. So I think they take the Sprawl. Find Expedition Map. Play Swamp. I think I'm going to map. They took the Forest. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the Power Plant. Then next turn I have 8 mana to start and potentially even more. We can float black and then crop the Swamp for the Pylons. They play an Armadillo Cloak. That makes my life miserable. That's okay, that happens. Play Chromatic Sphere. We make green. We draw a sphere. We crop rotation. Sacrifice the black source. Get a Pylons. Insight on top. Okay. We'll go Sphere. Make green. Draw the Insight. We Viscer's Insight. Sacrificing the Wellspring. Storm is 4. We draw a Chromatic Star. So now I can just go Star. Oops. my Ancient Stirrings into a Retriever. Okay. I accidentally any ordered, but it happens. Make green, gain 21. Now this turn I can go Altar Retriever, get back the Wellspring, play the Wellspring, and then try to work up to Eviscer's Insight on it. Problem with the Armadillo Cloak is that I have to put up a lot of golems in order to block it and then not get killed. They get in for 9. Maybe my opponent will be chill about it though. Altar, Retriever, sacrifice. We return the Wellspring. Wellspring. Let's go Star, make black, play the Blood Fountain, Power Plants, and so I could save this for another Infinite Life, but I think I'm going for Infinite Life at some point. I think I should just Weather. They rumble into Armor. They probably take the Ethereal Armor. I'd be surprised if not. They did. Ethereal Armor makes it a 16/16. Plays a Bogle. So they seem to be out of enchantments. We're going to make 5 mana. Kabam! Draw 3 cards off the Wellspring. Draw an Altar, which isn't good. We have another Wellspring. Draw a card. Sphere. So I'm going to play the Sphere, play the Conduit Pylons, and then tap it. Green. Crop rotation. Sacrifice the Power Plant. Grab a tower. We drew a Grim Search. Put the Swamp in the graveyard. I will discard Power Plant. Okay, Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Form is 5. Play a Chromatic Sphere. Pass the turn. I need 1 Retriever, 1 Golem Foundry. Grim Search can see 6 total cards. Chromatic Sphere draws a card. So I'm going to be looking at double life gain. No! Oh, man. We have Fanged Marauder. Green. Okay, play the Fanged Marauder. Make black. I could Blood Fountain the Retriever, play the Retriever. 21. Blood Fountain, get back Myr Retriever. And then play the Myr Retriever. And sacrifice the Myr Retriever to get back the Blood Fountain. And then play the Blood Fountain. This is very silly. And now use the blood token to discard the Ashnod's Altar. Go to 28 life. They drew a forest. Plays the forest. They attack for another 21. Okay, so I need like a ridiculous amount of power. I will just play Grim Search. We'll bargain the Wellspring. Just take Ancient Stirrings. We'll make a green. Stirrings. We found Myr Retriever. That makes Infinite Life. We'll put the Golem Foundry on top. Wellspring, any order. Play the Myr Retriever. Then sacrifice the Retriever. Opponent probably will not scoop to Infinite Life. Please be chill. Okay, they scooped. Thank you. Thank you so much, opponent. You're the real hero. What a total Chad. Thank you so much. Oh man. Resubmit. All right, so let's keep this one. We have potential for turn 3 Tron. We could make Infinite Life if we can alter or something. We do have turn 3 Tron coming up. So let's lead on mine. Star. They rumble. Hyena Umbra. Umbra Armor. If a creature would be destroyed, instead you remove the aura. So we find another mine. I think that means that I just crack the mine into a tower. Draw a card. Found a sphere. I'll play the Myr Retriever. Our opponent plays a Utopia Sprawl. What did they take? I guess it was the Sprawl. Ethereal Armor on their spawn. Should I block this turn? I don't think I need to block this turn. It's just 2 damage. We'll go Power Plant. I will map. And then sacrifice the map. Grabbing a Pylons. Play Ashnod's Altar. Play a Chromatic Sphere. They're just attacking. They have Ancestral Mask. And Ethereal Armor. Okay, so we have to sacrifice the Myr Retriever. Get back Chromatic Star. It's a good thing I didn't, try. Because it had a trample anyway by the storm. Okay. Another weather. So if I can find Myr Retriever, I'll be in golden. Grim Search. So I need 1, 2. Okay. Top. We go Chromatic Star. Play Expedition Map. Make black. My only hope is to draw a Myr Retriever. Bargain. The map. We didn't get there, so we bin these. Didn't get there. So storm is 4, which is 20. GG. Unfortunate. We got Bogled. This deck is just not fast enough. I wish it were. I want to know, has anybody been able to make it fast enough? See what happens in round 4. Round 4. On the play. This hand is strong. If I find some colors, I'll keep it. Play mine. Opponent's playing Affinity. Let's play a Wellspring. This was a great draw, the Swamp here, because now I can bargain the Wellspring. Didn't like drawing another Swamp, but I can discard that to Refurbish Familiar. Theoretically, Affinity is a good matchup for us, but I don't know. Blood Fountain. Here comes the refurb. We will discard the swamp. They play Thoughtcast instead. No refurbished familiar. If I bargain now, I think I have to pass. A little bit nervous that this is a deck playing counter spells, but we'll see. No, it's Grixis Affinity. Nile's Spellbomb from the opponent. Looks like they're gonna jam an Enforcer. How many Enforcers are in your hand? Only one? That is not classic. Right now we are looking for, definitely have to take the Retriever. And then maybe I take the Star. I'll just take the other tower. Okay. It's not the greatest of draws, but we can play out the Myr Retriever. And then we can bargain it to, or Viscer's Insight to get back the Wellspring. Interestingly, my opponent chooses to Spellbomb immediately. They're afraid of me getting back anything right now. I can play out the Chromatic Star, and then I can still get something back. They play Great Furnace. They go to attacks. I will block, and then make green. Could draw a crop rotation. We drew a star, so we're just going to yield through the turn. Myr Retriever will die. We will return the Chromatic Star to hand. If I find a power plant, I'll have quite a lot of mana in play. We have an Ashnod's Altar. I can make Infinite Storm. I will play the star, and then Insight the star, trying to draw into a power plant. Draw another Insight, another tower. I'll play the tower, play the Chromatic Star. Now I can discard the swamp. And then on my next turn, I can go Altar, Retriever a bajillion times and make Infinite Storm to make infinite life. They discard a Karkland Shaman to the blood token. Galvanic Blast face. Okay, that's not good. So that means they probably have 2 more Galvanic Blasts in their hand, if I had to guess. This puts me to 10. If they have the Black Mage's Rod plus double Galvanic, I die. They play Refurbished Familiar. I think I have to discard the Insight, unfortunately. Another Myr Retriever. Or Myr Enforcer, sorry. They have much bigger things than I do. We'll go Ashnod's Altar. Play a Myr Retriever. Then I would think I will stop at like 50 storm count. I will explain to them in chat what I'm going to do. Myr Retriever for Myr Retriever. My opponent does not care. No poops were given. I will make Storm for a while. They said that they wouldn't attack me. I have Storm 30. We're sacrificing the Myr Retriever. We sacrifice for green, and then we cast Weather Storm. Our opponent bargains away a Myr Enforcer, plays a Swamp, plays Makeshift Munitions. Alright, they're going to abide by the not attacking. That's nice. I will go Myr Retriever, and then I will Grim Search the Retriever. Bonk, get back the Retriever. We will take Insight and Sphere, like Chromatic Sphere, play a Myr Retriever, and then make black, and then Viscer's Insight from the graveyard, return the Myr Retriever, sacrifice Myr Retriever, return Myr Retriever, and we'll play a map. Now I guess I discard the Weather the Storm. They sacrifice a Myr Enforcer, go to 34 life, plays a Wellspring. So they said their goal is to deck me, which is a possibility. It's a gentleman's game over here. I find a mine. Let's go Myr Retriever. Insight, draw 2 from the graveyard, draw 2, get back Retriever. There's the Golem Foundry. So now I have Golem Foundry, play the Myr Retriever, and then I'll play the Makeshift Munitions. Then I'll loop the Myr Retriever for a while. Makeshift Munitions allows me to ping out their Karkland Shaman so I can attack with my Golems. They do have a lot of life though. And Golem Foundry no longer has the auto yes, so this just takes time. Make red, resolve the Surveil trigger. I will keep the Ancient Stirrings on top, play the Makeshift Munitions, and then we'll just loop for a while. Gumbo time. So I need to make a very large amount of golems. And it's 1856 on clock. I think it takes about a minute to make 10 golems now because of having to press OK. A Fanatical Offering. And one thing that we should note, it's actually every single counter on the Golem Foundry, like if it's in multiples of 3, is okay, opponent concedes. Thank you very much. Each counter on the Golem basically represents 1 damage. So they're at 34. I would have had to go to 36 counters on the Golem Foundry for 36 damage of attacks. Opponent has been very chill. Very chill. We'll bring in the Fangren Marauders. We will cut the crop rotations. I think I can afford to bring... I have to bring in Ancient Grudge. I still think the Munitions is good because we want to take out their Karkland Shaman. I'll trim a Weather the Storm. A little bit of a risk. Okay, here we are. Makeshift Munitions is kind of a mulligan, so we're going to mulligan. This is a bit better. I mean, we have the combo. Maybe we put back a Sphere and then hope to just draw decently. We have the infinite loop. There's no lands. Putting back the sphere because I could dispute effect on a star. I'll play out a star. Opponent plays a Mist Vault Bridge and a Blood Fountain. Find another altar. Play land, sphere, crack it for green. Did not find anything. What if I should crack this for green too? On a map, okay. We can discard the secondary altar. So we have like a path to Tron here where we sacrifice, play the power plant, play the altar, later on play the retriever, get back the map. It's a whole pain. Opponent could be also playing something like the Cast of the Fire, which would set me back a bit. I have fetched out the power plant and I'm going to pass. On their turn, they had Reckoner's Bargain. Right now they have 4 cards in hand after playing a Seed of the Synod. They play an Ichor Wellspring and draw a card. They don't have any threats at the moment, so makes me think maybe they do have Cast of the Fire. They're going to Fanatical the Wellspring. How many Enforcers did you draw? 1 Enforcer? Let's play the Refractor. We draw a card. Find a Mine. Play Myr Retriever. Can they exile the Retriever this turn? That would be a bummer. If they can't exile it, I get to block and get back the map and then have Tron online. I'd have 5 mana after playing and cracking and playing the tower. They have a Spell Bomb. Bummer. So I guess I'm not blocking. I would like to Grim Search. They might just kill it and then use the Spell Bomb. They map, they find Black Mage's Rod, so they are playing that card. We drew the tower. I'm gonna play out the altar. I think I'm just passing, and then I'll block and sacrifice this time. They Reckoner's Bargain, the blood token or map token, not sure. So they have Black Mage's Rod in hand. 4 other cards. They play to see the Synod. Here's the Rod. They select their job. Now it's a wizard token. I'll block. Sometimes these lists play negate, so they could negate my Grim Search would be a problem, which would stink. Bargain the Retriever. I will get back a star. They let me have the value. So now I need a Blood Fountain to get through what they're doing. We have Fangren Marauder and the Golem Foundry. Okay. Opponent plays another Myr Enforcer. 3 cards in hand. They sacrifice the Wellspring. We don't have enough mana to do everything I want to do. Maybe if I draw... So I can play the Expedition map. And then go green. Play Fangren Marauder. They Reckoner's Bargain in response. Puts me to 12. So they have no open mana right now. I will sacrifice the Expedition map. Go to 17. Play a tower. I think I just have to... This is 9, 10, 11. Play Chromatic Star. Then I'll sacrifice for green. Go to 22. I found a Retriever. Alright, let's pass. They play another Rod. That's sketchy. I can't really afford to block. And then I'm dead if they have a ton of Galvanics. I guess I can just block the Enforcer. So if they have 1 Galvanic, this is 9, 11, 16. If they have double Galvanic, then... No, it's 16, 17. I'm dead to double Galvanic. We will try to not die somehow. I'm at 10. Double Galvanic kills me. Looks like they have it. We go to 4. Their Reckoner's Bargain away. A creature puts me to 3. There's a Furnace. There's a Wellspring, puts me to 2. I'm not dead yet. Not quite dead yet. Okay, I'll play Golem Foundry. Play Ichor Wellspring. Found a power plant. We will Eviscerate's Insight from the graveyard, sacrifice the Wellspring, go to 7 life. Find another Insight. I think I'm just going to have to sacrifice my Myr Retriever to this. I'm going to play Myr Retriever. Okay. We sacrifice the Myr Retriever. We attempt to get back Myr Retriever. They have to respond with a Spell Bomb. Gain another 10 life. I'll play a Myr Retriever. I will make a Golem. Sacrifice the Golem. I'm going to make black mana. Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the Energy Refractor. Go to 27. Sacrifice the Myr Retriever. Return the Energy Refractor. Play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Play a Chromatic Star. Okay. Green. I'm at 37. I can play Stirrings. Didn't get there. I just take the power plant. And I guess I'm attacking. Bonk. They're at 17. That was a quick recovery. Fangren Marauder can gain a very large amount of life. Our opponent refurbs. I luckily don't care about that anymore. Just discard a swamp. They tap 2 mana. Equips the Rod to the Myr Enforcer. It's 3 mana. Thoughtcast. That pings me for 2. They draw 2 cards. They have 2 mana left over. Another Myr Enforcer. So right now we are trying to find another Myr Retriever. We have one left in the deck. We still have the makeshift munitions, I think. Yes. So we have a Stirrings. I'll start on Wellspring. Draw a card. Then I have a Sphere, which cantrips me one deeper, makes the green mana, and I can Stirrings even further. Green, find Weather. Not that important anymore. Stirrings. Another random cantrip. I should have ordered that better. Play the Chromatic Star. I guess I'll sacrifice it for green. Maybe I do want to cast the Weather. We have a Grim Search. Let's bargain. Sacrifice the Wellspring. Another Wellspring is pretty solid. And then we have Eviscerator's Insight and another Wellspring. Definitely draw lots of cards once you start moving. Let's play the Wellspring. We'll draw a card. We'll make another counter on the Golem Foundry. Still have one more Golem Foundry in the deck, I believe, and then that could get us mana faster. Stirrings. Not finding the Retriever yet. I found a Golem Foundry. Land. Forgot to put the Blood Fountain in the right spot. Play a Golem Foundry. So each artifact makes me 2/3 of a mana. Play a Wellspring. There's the Myr Retriever. I will attempt to play Myr Retriever. Then we'll loop for a bit. Combo time. We have infinite life. Now I just need to find my makeshift munitions. I'll cast Eviscerator's Insight from hand. Draw 3 cards. 15 cards left in library. So we'll have 12 left. We draw an expedition map. Play a Chromatic Star. We'll make 3 golems, which can make mana. Then we sacrifice them, gaining tons of life. Billions of lives. Make black. Eviscerator's Insight. Sacrifice the Wellspring. There certainly is the possibility of decking. 8 cards left. There is the munitions. So we make a golem, sacrifice, make red, play the munitions, then loop. Opponent was very kind and conceded the match. Thank you very much. We will see you in round 5. Okay, we're here in round 5. We're going to be on the draw. We have a solid hand, I think. Let's keep. We can play. Oh no! Oh no! Land destruction. We're dead. Never not dead. Tower map. They played a turn 2 Jewel Thief. They might not be land destruction. I'll play a Chromatic Sphere. Play the tower. I'll crack it for green. Where you found a power plant. So now I just Ancient Stirrings. See if there's anything good I want. I'll take the Ashnod's Altar. Now next turn I play power plant and shuffle. My opponent cycles a Generous End. They find a Highland Forest. They get in. So we're going to go crack the map, grab the mine, pass the turn. This upcoming turn, I think I go Foundry, Altar, Wellspring, Sphere. Whoa, they're on Jund stuff. So it must be like a Jund ramp deck. They get in. I go to 12. Not very good. I can block the Jewel Thief. Let's go land, Golem Foundry. Maybe I just lead on the Wellspring. We draw a card. What will it be? Stirrings. Play Chromatic Sphere. Then I can crack it for green. On another Sphere. Play Stirrings. I'll take the Wellspring. Put the Eviscerator's Insight and the Weather on stop. And then I'll play out, I guess, Star and the Wellspring. We found a crop rotation. So if they do have land destruction spells, at least I can be protected against that. I don't know what Jund stuff they're doing. They have 6 mana, 7 mana potentially if they crack the treasure token. Play Annoyed Altasaur. Cascade into a Chrysalis. Will they attack? They choose not to attack. That's actually pretty good for me. Find another Wellspring. I think the best bet is to try and find double Myr Retriever here. I crack for black, I draw a card. Then I bargain the Wellspring. Go to 10 life. This is a 6/5 Trampler. I'll take the Energy Refractor. We'll play the Energy Refractor and draw a card. Found a Weather the Storm. So let's play Ashnod's Altar. Play a Mine. Do I want to crop first? It thins the deck, but it also reorders it, and I haven't found any Myr Retrievers, so I think I play Wellspring first, because there's a chance that there's a Myr Retriever here. It was not a Myr Retriever. We have no... So now I'm going to crop the mine, grab the tower. Should I keep going and keep storming? I could play Blood Fountain and then discard, and then... No, I don't think that's worth it. We'll just go green, cast Weather the Storm. I'll gain 18 life. I have 2 golems. I'm at 28. Put Nylea's Presence on their land. So they're a Tribal Flames deck? Interesting. They sacrifice. This makes the Writhing Chrysalis bigger. Tribal Flames. Bam, I'm at 23. I called it. We have another Tribal Flames. Sacrifice again. Tribal Flames again. I'm at 18. So they're attacking out. I'll make 2 golems. Then I'm going to double block the Chrysalis. Take 11. I'm at 8. So I need to draw. Let's conduit pylons, check the top of the deck. I guess this is good. Gives me a blocker. We'll play Refractor. Makes that will make 1/3 of a mana with a Chromatic Star. We'll sacrifice it for black. Draw an Expedition map. I'll play the Blood Fountain. They concede? Okay. Oh, we had a Weather Storm coming up. I was going to discard, so I guess that was a good concession. That was very strange. They just weren't down. But we want the Finger Marauders. We don't need the makeshift munitions. And we're just going to try to rely on gaining a bunch of life. That means, don't know if I should, like, guess I will cut a Grim Search. Grim Search is so good, though. Seems pretty necessary. I'll trim a sphere. Submit. We've opened a no-lander. I'll mulligan. We have turn 3 Tron. Keep. Put back the pylons. It's weird how you just go, like, land, don't do anything for multiple turns, and then all of a sudden you have tons of stuff to do. Mine, map. We're trying to fade a Deglamour or other land destruction spell. They tap and untap their forest. They Nylea's Presence. So that does draw them a card, but it doesn't really get them in any like ramp or anything. So far I'm ramping faster than them. I will map for a power plant. Now our opponent has 4 mana. They could Writhing Chrysalis. Opponent chooses to slam a Jewel Thief. Plays another Nylea's Presence to draw a card. Power plant. We'll play the Refractor and draw a card. Play Chromatic Sphere. Green. We draw a Golem Foundry. I think I just Ancient Stirrings. Finding a Chromatic Star. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter. It's all garbage. Not useful. Chromatic Star. Make green. Weather the Storm. I'll gain 15 life. I'm at 35. I love playing Weather the Storm piles. I don't know why. It's just because I love the Storm mechanic. They play a Jewel Thief. Plays another Arbor Elf. They're not really getting anywhere. They've got some creatures on the board though. Play Golem Foundry. Play Expedition map. So the stirrings that we used earlier was important, right? But I'm going to pylons. All this stuff on the bottom was bad. Top, the Chromatic Star. I think I crack it for green in case I draw a stirrings here. Play the Wellspring. We draw a card. We have a 3/3. We find a crop rotation. I don't know if that's useful or not. I guess I can crop again. I think I don't want to crop right now. What I can do is sacrifice the map for a pylons, then play the pylons and crop the pylons into a tower. Looks like our opponent is going to play an Annoyed Altasaur, or maybe a Nyxborn Hydra. Looks like the Altasaur. They cascade into a Genercent. They choose to attack. I'll just kill that one then. My turn. We have a Myr Retriever. I'll crack the map, get the pylons, play the pylons, respond, crop rotation, get a tower. Mine goes to the graveyard. We'll play a Myr Retriever. Pass the turn. We kind of ran out of action. Didn't draw any of our draw twos again. They have Utopia Sprawl. This gives them a lot of mana. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Or no, that food's not a mana. 5, 6 mana. Colossal Dreadmask. Solid. Are they playing Jund so they can have their black germ? Don't know. We'll block. All I can do is get back Star. Play the Star. Grim Search was probably my best draw spell to draw there. Hopefully I can find something good. We have an Ancient Stirrings. I'll start with bargaining the Wellspring. We draw a Chromatic Star. Find Weather the Storm and Myr Retriever. I think I have to take those. Retriever, Weather, and then Chromatic Star. We're looking for exactly Ashnod's Altar now. Make green. We have 6 looks. Fang and Marauder. Pretty good. Let's play Ancient Stirrings. Don't need the Retriever. I'll take the Wellspring. Put the Eviscer's Insight and then the Retriever. Play out the Wellspring. Still could draw it. Draw a Swamp. Swamp. Play Myr Retriever. And then make green. Gain 21. I'm at 38. Our opponent plays a Jewel Thief. If they attack with the Arbor Elf, I'll pop out a Golem and block the Arbor Elf, but I think otherwise I'm just blocking the Genercent here. Looks like they're going to use their last card in hand. What will it be? 5 mana. They equip the Dreadmask to the Genercent just to give it trample. Okay. I think I have to just soak up 1 damage then, and then return my Myr Retriever, hoping for another draw spell, or the altar. We found a draw spell. Luckily, that is pretty good with the Fang and Marauder. Land, all of Viscer's Insight, sacrifice the Wellspring, gain 5 life. Drawing a sphere, play the sphere. Now I have to draw the altar in this top 5 that I look at. There's an altar. So I can just jam, play Ashnod's Altar, Myr Retriever. Gives me infinite life, infinite golems. Combo. Very, very hard to do. My opponent concedes. We didn't get to combo. That's okay. I didn't want to do all those clicks anyway. All right, what did I think about my deck? Well, it was sort of clunky, but we also ran into some matchups that I found pretty miserable. We were able to beat Affinity. We were able to beat the ramp deck, and we were able to beat one of the terrors. So that was actually pretty solid. We were 1-2 against Bogles, which was, you know, neither here nor there. They had the beating. I couldn't get it together. I think that what the deck needs is fast Tron and then fast combo. And I've seen people playing Malevolent Rumble as a way to find their creatures. Malevolent Rumble seems better than Ancient Stirrings here now that I've tried it out, mostly because Ancient Stirrings doesn't find any or draw spells, which was not great. So maybe I'll have to try that again. I just want to be somehow increasing the speed of this. Let me know what you thought, what you would change, and I will see you in the next video.